Hey guys, and welcome to the very first episode of Life in High Vis. Today, we're talking FIFO. I'm going to share with you 5 tips, 5 tricks to help you penetrate and break into the industry that everyone wants to be a part of. These are 5 things that I wish someone would have shared with me when I was first trying to get in. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, building your resume. Building a resume is one of the most important things when applying for fly-in, fly-out positions because it advertises who you are and why they should choose you over every other applicant. So this needs to stand out. Now, when I say stand out, I don't mean fancy writing fonts or adding photos. I mean saying the right things. See, a lot of mining companies use software to filter resumes of applicants so they don't have to physically read through thousands of applications. This software looks for specific words or sentences in your resume that tells it that you're more suited to the job than the people that don't have these words. A little tip if you're struggling with this step and you don't know how to structure it is hiring a professional resume writer. Now, this is a very controversial topic. Some people say they work, other people say they're a waste of money. I personally have used one early on in my career, and I do think that it helped me secure the position that I was going for at the time. So this is something that may be really beneficial. Drop a comment below if you want some more detail about this in another video. Tip number 2, get your training done. What I mean by training is all of your qualifications that you'll need to make yourself a more attractive applicant to a prospective employer. Now, if you're on a tight budget and you don't have a lot to invest in yourself, the ones that come up in almost every job are, off the top of my head, working at heights, elevator work platform, over 11 meter high risk elevator work platform, CPR, LVR, and your first aid certificate. That's a pretty good all-round collection. Then if you want to go a little bit further, depending on what area you want to work in, you might need some other courses. Having these completed and up to date will be a massive advantage in your success of landing your first fly-in, fly-out role. Now, a quick note on this, a lot of people have a certain attitude that they shouldn't have to pay for training, and if the company is going to hire them, they should pay to have them trained. Now, if this is your opinion, I understand your point of view, but this video is about getting a competitive advantage, and for the sake of a few $1,000, being ready to mobilize at a moment's notice is what can put you apart from the rest. Then once your career is launched and you're in the industry, you can decide if you want to whinge about it. Tip number 3, licensing. Licensing is pretty straightforward. Do you hold an electrical license in the state that you're applying for fly-in, fly-out positions in? For example, if you hold a New South Wales electrical license and you want to go work in mining in Western Australia, you can't do that with the electrical license that you have. You'll have to apply for a Western Australian electrical license. Now, this is not a hard process. You just download a form online, fill out the details of your current electrical license, send it away, and Bob's your uncle, Fran's your aunt, you'll receive your new card in the mail. This can sometimes take a little bit of time though, so make sure you get it out of the way. Tip number 4, get ready, get set. What I mean by get ready, get set is how quickly can you mobilize. Another thing that can give you an advantage is how fast you are on your feet. Meaning, how quickly can you get the required documents filled out and returned? How quickly can you book in for a medical? How quickly can you pack a bag and jump on a plane and disappear for 3 weeks? Now, a good way to get ready for this step is starting a Google Drive, having everything you need to send off in a folder, ready to go. So if you get asked for information quickly, you're not running around, oh, where's my tax file number? Or I need to photograph the front and back of all of my licenses and convert it to PDF so it will all fit in one email. Instead, you just go to your Google Drive on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, whatever device you have in your hand. You attach it to an email, send it off, check, done, on to the next thing. Tip number 5, don't be a tool, have the tool. When you get to your first fly in, fly out job, you're gonna learn pretty quickly what you do and don't need. Don't worry about bringing power tools and batteries and all that. The company will provide that stuff for you. That being said, don't show up empty-handed either. Bring your basic hand tools, limit it to one bag, don't go crazy. And on your first swing, just keep in mind some things that you'll need to bring on your next one, or some things that you could take back if you went a little bit over the top. No one's expecting you to know everything the first time around, but nothing is more annoying than the guy that needs to borrow everyone's tools continuously because he doesn't have his own. What I will say is beware of jobs that say all tools provided. This is almost like an inside industry joke at this point. Every job I've ever been to where I've been told all tools are provided, 9.9 times out of 10, you'll get there and either they will have the cheapest of the cheap tooling, which is more of a hindrance than a help to use, or they just straight up won't have the tools for you. And before you know it, you're pulling cables or cleaning out containers for 3 weeks because you can't do anything else. So make sure you bring your gear, unless you like cleaning up everybody's mess and sweeping floors, in which case maybe you should be an apprentice carpenter instead of electrician. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, then hit that subscribe button down the bottom to make sure that you catch the next installment. And until then, I will see you in the next video. First swing, there's a fly in here. There is a fly in here. It literally just flew in front of the, oh, come on. Goddamn fly. Building your resume. Ah. I don't know if the mic is picking up that engine revving in the background. Up and down the street. I hope not. Oh boy, it's starting to rain. Wonder if the mic will pick that up. Whew! Okay, battling on. That was terrible. That was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.